Good. Now you can hear me. Now you're welcome back to your number one inspirational TV show here where we inspire you, educate you, inform you, and entertain you. Woo! Our doctor is in the building. Somebody say in the building. Wow. Wow. Fire, yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait to start off from this chair and move around because our doctor is here. Somebody shout hallelujah. Woo! Woo! Seriously, he's when you say, oh my God. Oh Lord, oh Lord. No. February 14, I enjoyed the show where it talked about, how to make a woman happy without money. Today, we're talking about 7 major problems, areas problems in relationship. I tell you, I want to know. It shock you? No, make it no shock you. Me, I want to know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I would do it. Before we bring our guests on the show, we'll run the introduction video, and right after that, we'll bring our guests on the show. It's a 1 hour show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this.
See how flamboyant your wedding is has nothing to do with the duration of that marriage.
Have you seen the ones who buy wedding dress for 1 million?
I've seen
5 million.
Do you remember the story we talked about on Secret Diary on Instagram? The lady, the guy who was returning from a foreign nation back to Nigeria, he had just 5 million, and he told the lady, "I have 5 million, and we need to settle down, get married." And the lady said, "Okay, just send 4 million into my account for the food, for the food at the wedding. Then send 1 million to my sister for a shoebi." And the guy was like, "I have 5 million. I'm coming back to Nigeria."
Introducing our brand ambassador, Dr. Precious, a doctor, consultant, philanthropist, brand influencer, an amazing content creator and a UN gifted ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, join our special guest Dr. Precious UWAGBAI on your number one inspirational show.
Wow, brother, you're welcome to the show, sir. The audio, I think it's the mute. We can't hear you.
Yeah,
right.
Can you hear me now?
Perfectly, we can hear you. You're welcome to the show, doctor. Wow.
Thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to be with you.
Wow. February 14th was an amazing. I can't forget February 14th. You shared with us how to make a woman happy without money.
Without money.
I tell you, it's that's another level. Shandaleka. That one is that one is the mama of another level. Wow.
We thank God.
Today is going to be another amazing show. I can't wait. I can't wait, sir. I can't wait.
You're in for the best show of your life, guys. You need to subscribe to this channel. The Avila show is the best place to be. The best place to be.
And we love. I watched you. I always watch it, even when you finish the show. If I'm not privileged to watch at the same time live, I'll still go back and still watch. And sometimes I go live and I just watch. And I love your content. Your show.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know, great grace, great inspiration, great impact. I'm a big fan. I celebrate you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm not just a fan. I'm a family. I'm a family too.
That's so true.
I'm a family.
It's a privilege to be able to create impact and add value to the destiny of people, because that's my vision. And a life lived on purpose is a purposeful life. So I'm pretty excited to be doing what I know how to do best, and so blessed to be on your platform. When you receive accolades from the United Kingdom, it's as much as the Queen herself giving you a pat on the back and saying, "You're doing well. You're doing
You're
well."
doing well. You're doing
Oi.
like how like macaroni. All right, about today's topic, we have 7 major areas of problem in relationship. Over to you, sir. I don't know. I don't know. I just leave. Oh, for you to start because I want to just enjoy and get a lot of information, learn and be inspired and grow like that, like that. So over to you, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much to our viewers. Thanks for being with us. I celebrate Avila a lot. And right now we'll be talking about 7 major problem areas of relationships. I'm going to be mentioning the 7 of them and I'll be buttressing them one after the other. Before I start, I'd like you to recognize that in this jet age, I have discovered that one of the major defining factor for choosing a life partner is money. So most ladies want to see, is he financially stable? Now, Avila, 7 major problem areas. So remove the S in problems.
S in problems. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
So many ladies want to look at you and say, is he financially stable? If he's not financially stable, I don't want to be with him. So they place their judgment on finance instead of placing their judgment on vision. Because a man with potential, a man with vision will eventually have the money. So that a man has money today does not mean he will always have money tomorrow. You need to look at how did he get the money? Is he connected to the source? You know, let me tell you something, sir. If you take a resourceful man from a city and put him in a village, he will still be resourceful.
Yes.
If you take a resourceful man and put him in a suburb in the desert, he will generate water in the desert.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So recognize that problem area number 1 is money. When it comes to relationships, I'm talking about the 7 major problem areas of relationships. Number 1 is money. And money has become a very big problem. We need to look into it. We need to check it out. You know, I'm of the opinion that if you are not careful about the topic of money, you may end up with a wrong partner. Now, see what I said this afternoon. I said, some men are serious about dating you for marriage, but at times your attitude towards money has changed everything. Change, or you'll be changed.
Change, or you'll be changed.
So
we're here,
it's
sir.
either you change or you'll be changed, because he may leave you and go meet someone else.
Hey.
So it's not enough for you to put everything on money. Now, I've spoken to the ladies. Now, let me talk to the guys. There are guys who will never want to settle unless they understand that the woman they want to settle down with is financially stable. See, let me tell you something. Love does not need money to thrive. Love doesn't need money to thrive. It just needs money for speedy accomplishment of purpose. But true love does not look at money. You see, I see ladies who go about saying they need very wealthy men. They want a man that has money, Holy Ghost filled and Naira loaded.
Yes, sir.
And I also see men who are very smart and who are very eager to deceive ladies. So they come to you and give you a very big lie that they work in oil company and you think it's crude oil. Unknown to you, they work in granite oil company or palm oil company.
Good.
And then you fall in love with them, and on the long run, you discover that all that glitters is not gold.
It's not gold.
Please recognize money is a major problem area in relationships. You see a young guy and a young lady, they are happy, they just met, it's all rosy, and the next minute the lady is saying, I want to do my hair. And the guy said, don't worry, I'll get back to you. And this guy knows he cannot afford it. So he goes to borrow from a villa. And after borrowing from a villa the first time, 2 weeks later, the lady says, the hair is scratching me, so I loosed it. I want to go and do another one.
Hey.
And then you don't have who to borrow from. I hope you know that if you're unable to meet her demands over a period of time, that relationship will crash.
It will. It will.
Because some ladies will leave you. I'm telling you, in this generation, in this dispensation, in this century, they will leave you because of money. I'm not talking about the matured ones who understand that tomorrow is going to be better than today. I'm talking about the ones that the devil is learning from.
Hey, hey, the devil is learning from. My God.
You know, there are girls and there are girls. The type of girls I'm talking about that the devil is learning from are the GIRL. G for ghost, I for in, R for real, and L for life. So, girl is ghost in real life.
Wow.
Those are the ones in real life. Those are the ones the devil is learning from. If you get hold of those ones and marry them as a wife, I'm telling you, in a short time, there will be a knife and not a wife.
Hey!
So you need to be very careful. Now, I have spoken so much to the guys about the ladies. Now, let me talk to the ladies about the guys. You see, when you meet a young man that has everything, before you say anything, he has given you money. You don't know the kind of work he's doing. He never goes to work. He's always playing computer games at home. But when he's with his phone, you know he's doing something shady, but you really don't care because we're in the age and time where the guy must have Benz, and he has a Benz. You don't know what he's doing, but he drives a Benz. He's comfortable. My sister, if you sign in for that kind of life because all is glittering, I'm telling you, it may be short-lived. You need to start encouraging him. And I'm not here to speak against anybody, but I'm here to give you wisdom. You need to sit him down and say, come, I know you have this money, but I need you to understand we can invest together and you can get out of crime. It's better to invest it and get out of it and not be caught than for you to get so much, squander so much, show off so much, and be disgraced at the end of the day. Because trust me, when that guy will go to jail, it may be a punishment on you that you'll be pregnant, maybe 4 months pregnant. And then the guy is taken to jail. And then there's nothing for you to survive with. And then the landlord kicks you out and you're on the street. Then you will understand the reason for this counsel. A word is enough for the wise. That's number one, money. Money can ruin relationships. Money can be a big problem in relationships. And we need to watch it. We need to watch it. Number 2, sex. So many people will love the word sex. But let me tell you something. I've heard of so many relationships that crashed because the guy said, I want to do. The lady said, no sex before marriage. And the guy says, I want to have sex with you. And the lady is saying, I said, you can't touch me until you marry me. That is enough for some relationships to just crash. Some others will say, I've been with several girls. You are not good in bed. The guy complaining right now, I've tried several girls. You are not good in bed. Therefore, this cannot work. Because of sex, there can be a very big problem in a relationship. Number 3 example I'll give you is in an instance whereby the girl is naive. She's naive. And then every time the topic of sex comes up, she sees it as a very big issue. She doesn't want to talk about it. She shies away from it. The guy is going to get fed up over time. You see, in a relationship, there are things you need to draw the line. No topic is too big to talk about. I'm not saying do, but I'm saying talk about it.
Right.
Now, how do you prevent yourself from falling before marriage? You don't have to be in an enclosed place with the guy. You can meet in a public place. You can meet. Now, Avila, I need us to balance this equation. Why is it that whenever we want to meet ladies, they always want to meet us in restaurant? Are they hungry? The ladies need to stop this. A guy says he wants to meet you, and the next thing is, let's meet at Mr. Biggs. Let's meet at Tantalizers. Let's meet at KFC. Let's meet at McDonald's. What? Like, seriously? McDonald's? And then we are done from McDonald's. You say you want to go shopping. And we take you shopping. And
Yes,
then we
sir.
get home, you say you don't want to do.
Ah.
So have you heard that song? Thunder, fire, you. Have you heard that song, sir? Have you heard it?
I've not heard it. What song?
You've not heard it.
I've not heard it.
I'm gonna send that song to you.
Please do so.
Like you've not heard it.
I know. I've heard. I've not.
Okay. Listen. Can you hear it, sir?
I can hear it.
It's saying thunder fire you for all the lies you told me.
Wow.
Now there are some ladies who are, like I said before, the devil is learning from them.
Hey. Yes,
They're
sir.
sexually active, but they will tell you they've never had sex before.
Mm.
I have counseled couples to the point that you see the guy say, this lady told me she was a virgin and she has never had sex, and it is until after marriage before sex. And I accepted. Now we are married and I find out she's not a virgin, and you expect me to stay in this relationship? Never, I won't. Now, sir, if you were the counselor, what will you tell the young man? You want to preach to him? What can you tell him?
What can you tell him? No, it's nothing.
Because this girl has convincingly deceived you. So we need to understand this and draw the line. If sex is going to be an issue, let's talk about it. The biggest problem areas. See, let me tell you something. If you study more around the problem areas of a thing, you will succeed more in that thing. Do you know why many people succeed in business but they fail in marriage? Because we invest our time learning about business, but we don't learn about marriage. We invest our time studying about career, but we don't study about relationships. And that's a big problem. Sex, we need to learn how to talk about it. My PA was live on a program this afternoon, and I was eavesdropping on her, and she was saying African parents have failed in terms of relationships, sex in particular. They will never discuss sex with you.
Sex education.
And we need to give sex education. Thank you, sir. You know, you understand where I'm going to. We need to sit our young girls down and tell them that you slept with a guy and never got pregnant is not the cynosure of victory. Understand this. There are sexually transmitted diseases. Staphylococcus does not appear in the eyes.
No, sir.
HIV is not imprinted in the forehead. Gonorrhea does not appear on the skin. So you need to recognize that if you can overcome those ones and say, doctor, come on now, I use condom. Bro, cysts, sexually transmitted demons cannot be condomnized.
Spiritual.
Sexually transmitted demons.
Sexually transmitted demons. Hey.
Yes.
Wow.
Sexually transmitted demons. They are spiritual. They cannot be condomnized. You can't use condom.
They cannot be condomnized.
Exactly.
God. Wow.
You can't use condom to prevent them.
They can't be condomnized. Okay, sir. Wow.
So you need to consciously get out of it. You need to consciously tell yourself this is how it's going to be. Now listen to me. You are the president, commander-in-chief of your life. I need you to call the shots. Whether you are a lady, you are a guy, understand that you are the commander-in-chief of your life. I need you to call the shots. See, don't tell me, I love this guy so much. I don't know what happened. He just stole my heart. That means he's the commander-in-chief of your life. Because there are commanders-in-chief and there are commanders-in-chief.
In thief.
Yes.
Hey.
So be the commander-in-chief of your life.
Hey.
And be in charge. The topic of sex is so deep that if I stay there, we won't leave this place.
We won't finish that.
I'm telling you. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you another interesting topic. Sex straight talk. I'm going to send it to Avila, and then in much later time, we're going to sit down and bisect it.
Sex straight talk. Hey!
Yes, we're going to sit down and bisect it. There in sex straight talk, I'm going to show you the law of sex. I'm going to
Mm.
help you understand the chronicles of sex.
So sex they have their own laws.
It has its laws.
Hey.
There are 3 laws of sex. And then the chronicles of sex. Let's not go there. Let's leave that. That's a topic for another day. Number 3 problem area of relationship is communication. Communication. As simple as it may sound to your olfactory nerve, to your ear, it's important you understand that listening is more powerful than speaking. But we lack the patience, we lack the calmness, we lack the understanding. As a matter of fact, we lack the wisdom to keep quiet at times. You need to learn to understand that when you're in a relationship, it shouldn't be all about you. Let the other person communicate. Now, why did I say communication is a problem area? Number 1, if you communicate with wrong people in your relationship, that relationship will not stand. Number 2, if you communicate with the parents, any little thing, you go report to your husband's father or your husband's mother, I'm sorry, you are not ready. You guys must have a neutral mentor, somebody that is not family inclined. Because let me tell you this, if I'm angry with my wife and I go report to my dad will support me.
Yes, he will support you
because I'm his son.
Exactly.
If my wife is angry with me and goes to report to her mother will support her because she's her daughter.
Yes.
Recognize that nobody, and I repeat, nobody will support you except there's a tie. So going to report your husband to his father is exposing your relationship. If you cannot communicate with yourselves, look for a common mentor without bloodline, without interest. He doesn't feel the guilt and you don't feel the guilt, and peace is restored to the family. That's very important. So you need wisdom to communicate. So communication is interwoven. It has multifaceted parts. So when you're in a relationship, learn to communicate. Now, communication is not all about talking. Communication can be in form of listening, in form of speaking, and in form of actions. Your actions communicate your intentions over time. So if you are a young lady and this guy, you go see him in the house, he has sex with you, he tells you you're the love of my life and everything, kisses you, and then after the sex, he drops you off at home. You don't hear from him again until when he needs another sex. You are not in a relationship. You are in a sexationship.
Sexationship. I'm glad you pronounced it. Sexationship. My God.
Sexationship, not a relationship. Because you would think you are building something cordial. See, let me tell you something. When it comes to the topic of sex, I'm linking that with communication. You may think you are communicating with this guy both sexually and emotionally. But let me shock you, sisters. Men are different from women.
Yes, sir.
A man can have sex and not love. A man can just have sex to satisfy his sexual urge. But a woman needs an attachment to have sex. She needs to feel something. I'm not talking of the women that the devil is learning from. Just get my point. I'm talking about the genuine ones. We still have very good women. We still have very good ladies. Like all the ladies on my life, on your life, on the ones that are going to watch this. To God be the glory. They are all good. As long as you are watching this, you are not part of those ones. Because those ones will never click something like this to learn from.
They won't.
They don't have that time. So recognize that you are satisfying him on the bed does not mean you guys are communicating. Sex is not a form of communication, sister. Sex is pleasure. Communication is communication. You can tell if a man will settle down with you. Read his actions, read his conversations, read his reactions. how does he relate with you over time? Are you truly communicating? Are you having a communication, or you're having a sexationship? You need to look at that. So if it's not a relationship but a sexationship, then you know you're not communicating enough. And then hitting the nail on the head. Do you guys spend time chatting together? What is your conversation like? What is the strength of your conversation? If the light goes off, maybe the NEPA, the power holding takes the light, would you guys find yourself interesting to talk to? Will he have something to spur you up? Will you have something to spur him up? Or there's going to be a dyscalculia of relationship fallout? You need to really look at it. Communication is important. Number 4, temperaments. Temperaments. When I say temperaments, I'm talking about individual differences. And you know, there are 4 types of temperaments. We have sanguine, phlegmatic, melancholy, and choleric. Now, these are the 4 areas of temperaments. A person's behavioral pattern is a direct function of his temperament. Now, listen to me. A person's total behavior is directly proportional to his temperament. If you understand the temperament of your partner, study around it. You will understand what he tolerates and what he doesn't tolerate.
Right.
You will understand what he likes and what he doesn't like. You will understand what he loves and what he doesn't love. So over time, you can give your best. Over time, you can develop him. Men like women who will build them up, not women who wants to tear them down. See, if every time you come around, you are always squandering his resources, then that song, Thunder Fire You, may be needed for you. But if you're helping him to build his resources, then you are on track. Now, as a brother, if every time she comes around, all you want to do is to browse her network, that there is no time she comes that you don't want to subscribe. You must browse. You must subscribe. Instead of you subscribing every time, subscribe to this YouTube channel.
Please go ahead, subscribe.
Temperament is very important. It has to do with behavioral patterns. Understand that men are men, women are women. Women will never behave like men, and men will never behave like women. Let me give you some instances. If a woman says, honey, I don't have clothes to wear, she's simply saying, honey, buy me new clothes.
Yes.
But when a guy says, honey, I don't have clothes to wear, the lady will be like, don't worry, I'm going to wash your clothes. It means the guy's clothes are dirty. Can you see that? Men don't complain about what they want to put on. The little they have, they're okay. They don't wear anything. They're good to go. But a woman wants to carry the best hair. She wants to appear neat. She wants to appear sweet. She wants to appear in vogue. So when she tells you, I don't have what to wear, she's telling you, change my wardrobe. So you see, the mentality differs. So don't tell me women think like babes. Women think like women, and men think like men. We are 2 different personalities. Get that right. I can't flog on that. There are so many things to talk about on temperament. But let's move to number 5. In-laws or relatives. Relatives or in-laws. Call them relatives. Relatives. Now, if you are planning to marry a guy and you've dated that guy for 1 year and you guys have done everything in a perfect way, and can I bust the bubble?
Please go ahead, sir.
Can I shock you, sir?
Please do, sir.
You've done everything perfectly, and then the guy carries you home and says, this is the girl I want to marry. And the guy's mother says, over my dead body. You want to marry a Calabar girl? You want to marry an Ijebu girl? You want to marry an Abeokuta girl? That's a major problem area. The relatives can reject you and eject you out of that relationship. And it's unfortunate there are some guys who are controlled by their parents. Anything mommy say is mommy's boy, bomb boy. Bomb boy. They are still calling him my boy. at the age of 35, my boy,
Hey.
mommy's boy, and he'll be like this, mommy. Yeah, chicken. Now
Mommy.
it's important. It's important. We need to draw the line. We need to draw the line. You get to a point where you know you are dating a boy and not a man. You need to be careful, because he will not be able to defend you when the ships are down. And relatives are don't tell me they are not important. They are very important. They can frustrate you out of the relationship. They can ruin the peace of the family. Now, what if you are even married? May God deliver you and not have somebody like Patience Zoko as a mother-in-law. And then she comes to the house and she says, I want to eat ofe olugbo. And maybe you cook the soup, and for one reason or the other, it doesn't taste the way it tastes in the village. You know, cooking with firewood is different from cooking on gas.
It's different.
Don't mistake it. And she has been cooking with firewood in the village, and coming to the city, she wants to taste your food, and it must taste like our own in the village.
And you miss it. Hey.
You are finished completely.
Finished, sir. It is finished.
So it's important you prayerfully, consciously, intentionally study the relatives of the guy you are with. Because that's a problem that is like a time bomb. It will explode one day. If it explodes when you are not there, it's better. But when it explodes when you are there, it's going to be a big problem. So another major problem areas of relationship is relatives. Some relatives are so bad that they pick the slightest information from your family and take it to the village. Since she married our son has never helped us. Since he married her, he has never done anything. Since she married him, she has totally forgotten all her siblings. It becomes a problem. So you need to watch it. You need to study around them. Number 6, our jobs, the work of our hands, jobs, the work we do, office work, homework. You know, we need to draw the line. Now, let me tell you this. If you love your woman, I said the other time, it's not a crime for a man to be domesticated. Can you remember, sir?
Yes, sir.
I said it's not bad for a man to carry a broom and sweep, or carry plates, or carry something and cook. It's not bad. If you love your wife, you will not enslave her. You know, the African mentality of submission is slavery to some people.
Yes.
Now, when I started traveling abroad, I discovered men cook and serve their wives.
And serve, yes.
As a matter of fact, men spend more time in the kitchen abroad. But in Africa, when they see a man in the kitchen, they go to the relatives. They've given him a fall. Or a current trend, they'll say they've used Kayamata on him. Jaruma. They've Jarumatized him.
You don't know Jaruma.
You don't know Jaruma? Somebody will tell you in the comment section. Jaruma. Hey, she sells some charm that ladies are using right now. They buy waist bead, they put it on their waist.
Yeah, I think I saw.
And they use it to charm men. They buy some
bead.
things.
They wear it. Yeah, wow.
They buy all manner of charms to charm men right now. In fact, there was a fight on social media recently. Wow. A young girl was dating a man. She called him a sugar daddy, and then she introduced one of her friends to the man just to greet the man. Guess what? The girl now went and bought charm and used charm on the man and collected the man from her best friend.
Collected sugar daddy again.
I'm telling you. So collected sugar daddy from the sugar girl.
From the sugar girl.
And the sugar girl was left with salt. So our jobs are very important. We need to create a balance. If two of us work in the office and we get home at the same time, bro, don't sit down and send her to the kitchen. Accompany her. Accompany her, because it can be a problem area. I've heard a story of a woman that collapsed because of too many house chores.
Yes.
Too many house chores.
Wow.
You don't need to levy her on them. There are times, just do it. Nike,
Exactly.
just do it.
Just do it.
If she's in the kitchen, support her.
Hmm.
If she's in the bathroom, go to the kitchen. If she's in the kitchen, go to the bathroom. Just do something to alleviate her stress. Because if over time she's giving in so much and doing so much work at home, she'll begin to emaciate. It will begin to weigh in on her health.
On her
And
health.
she'll start thinking you don't love her. And over time, it will become a problem area. Some women will nag you. How can you come back? You just sit down. You can't even check on me in the kitchen. You can't even help me clean up or even carry Junior. As simple as carrying your own son. You feel it's a woman's assignment. A son that you put into her.
I wonder, sir.
I find it preposterous. I find it annoyingly preposterous that you cannot even carry your baby. You feel so peacockish as a man that you can't carry your baby. I will not only carry the baby, I'll do video.
Yes, sir.
People must see it. Be responsible. That's what I'm trying to say, brothers. Be responsible. And then hear me. Let me balance this. Another major area is if she works with a boss who wants to sleep with her. And you as a brother, now I'm going to another area. You as a brother knows.
Daddy, please go to that area. Go to that area, Daddy.
That's the area I'm going to. Now, you know as a guy that her boss is a pervert. He wants to sleep with her. You know. And then she keeps coming back 12 in the night.
Hey.
So every once or twice a week, she must come around 12 in the night. There is no way you won't have problem. You will either resign from that job or that job will resign from you. Because there's going to be fight in the house. Iraq, Iran.
Seriously. Yes,
I'm telling you. Sir, I don't know. Can you be comfortable? You have seen text messages on her phone. You have seen messages on the phone that her boss wants to sleep with her. And then she comes home every night or at least 3 times in a week, 12 midnight.
This why I'm saying Daddy continue is because I have a friend who's I know is actually watching right now. Is going through the same problem now, something like this, exactly like this, which he noticed his wife is having an affair with. Is he having an affair or I don't know, but I'm sure it's watching the program now, and that's what I'm saying. Daddy, talk about that point because it happens. It happens.
It's deep. And let me now go to now I've spoken about the ladies. Let me go to the guys. Oga may be sleeping with secretary.
Hey!
Now, if Oga is sleeping with secretary, he will be coming home late every time.
He will.
And then when he's coming home late every time, auntie, I know who will cheat, but there are things you can do to curb it, to reduce it. You see, all this rapper you are tying does not give glory to God. You need to stop tying rapper every time and start looking old and looking dirty and looking haggard. You have those clothes, wear them. Who are you keeping those clothes for? At times, seducing your husband is not a crime.
Wow.
Driving on the street, sir. Seducing your husband is not a crime. Driving on the street, sir. We see many types of bomb. I was driving today, driving back home. Sir, I saw, hey God, I wish I can be explicit. You know, at times I don't even know, at times I see some of them, I don't even know whether they went to do it or maybe it is the one doing them. You just see some bomb that makes breath leave the Son of Man. Or something.
Talk about it, Daddy, speak on.
Now imagine that your husband has a secretary whose bomb is like that.
Hey.
Or your husband is attracted to Chelsea and the secretary has Chelsea. So he stays late at work. The job has become a problem area.
It is, sir.
So you need to prayerfully pick that woman out of that place. Don't go and fight. Just change some things. Talk to God, number one. Change the way you dress, number 2. Show him more love, number 3. You see, many women don't understand this. The things you nag your men for, the women outside don't nag them. The things you complain about, when they get to the office, sir, I once had a secretary who was willing to do shoulder massage for me.
Hey,
she was willing.
Hey,
she was willing, sir. I'm
wow.
talking to you, Abila. So I'm telling you, she was willing, but
to do
it was
body
left
massage.
to shoulder massage.
Shoulder massage.
Yes.
Hey.
So it was left to me to say, glory to God, glory to God. It's not necessary. Glory to God. No, but listen to me. It's important you understand this. If you don't get it right with jobs, it can crash your relationship forever. There are so many men, sir. The percentage of men who have packed out of their matrimonial home and moved in with secretary or moved in with one Jezebel, it will shock you. It will shock you. The figure has surged. So we need to check it. Finally, last point, number 7. I just wish this will never come to an end. If you are still here to subscribe and you're waiting for number 7, you better subscribe. Havila's show is the best place to be, guys.
Please subscribe.
It's the best place to be.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Wow.
Finally, number 7, infidelity. Major problem areas of relationship. Number 7, infidelity. Now, after explaining infidelity, if you think you know any other problem areas of relationships, leave it in the comment section.
Please do.
I've just told you about 7 major problem areas of relationships. So if you think you know any minor problem area of relationship or any problem area of relationship that you know, leave it in the comment section. We'll be glad to pick it and augment this, maybe make it to 10 sometime in the future and put up a book on that. Okay?
Yes.
By yours truly, Dr. Precious. But first thing first, understand this. Infidelity is a major problem area in relationship. Sir, can I be raw? Do you want me to be raw?
Please go ahead. Be raw. Be raw, sir. We are here, sir.
Okay. Now, let me just give you a very short example in a very raw form. If Ade, okay, let me use Don Jazzy.
Yes.
If Don Jazzy sleeps with Nkechi Blessing right now and finds out that Nkechi Blessing's private part is very tight, and he stays in a relationship with her because he's so comfortable with how she handles him sexually and how it works, and then all of a sudden Nkechi Blessing travels and loneliness and boredom made Don Jazzy to fall for Tiwa Savage. And in the process, he tasted Tiwa just like whiskey blow people. Don Jazzy now blow Tiwa. And after blowing Tiwa, he found out that Tiwa is far more sweeter than Nkechi Blessing. He will live. That's where infidelity comes in. Preference. Cheating. And people do not cheat because they just want to cheat. People cheat because, understand this, number 1, variety is the spice of life. I'm not the one who said that. It's a word. It's always been there. Variety is the spice of life. What spice up life is varieties. So for some men, they want to be variational. They want to have varieties. But see, when you become matured, you will understand that having a woman and loving her in a million ways is better than having 1 million women and loving them in many ways. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So recognize this. Infidelity, cheating can be a problem area. Now let me go to another class of infidelity. You are a young lady, you are in a relationship with a guy, and then this brother carries his phone every time and he's typing, chatting. And when he sees you coming, he bends, he tilts the camera like this. I mean, it doesn't want you to see what he's doing. He's always tinting his phone. I'm sorry, there's a problem. You need to check it. Now, if there are some ladies that are very smart, they monitor you till they get your password. And immediately they find out you are cheating, they share the goodness.
The end.
And then maybe she's your spec. She's the kind of woman you want to marry. Then you go into depression, you beg her, you cry and cry. She says no because she has found out you are a cheat. Then it becomes a problem. Infidelity is a problem area in relationships. We need to watch it. We need to watch it. Now, coming to the guys, now I want to talk about the ladies. In this present age and time, we have often heard that women cheat more than men.
Yes.
They are very smart about it.
Yes.
When a man is cheating, you can tell. He starts passwording his phone. It gives you less attention. He doesn't want to have sex. He's tired. He doesn't have appetite. He doesn't want to speak to you. He doesn't want to see you. But when a woman starts cheating, she still gives you all the attention.
Hey.
She still opens up for you to enter.
Hey.
She still relates with you.
Hey.
You see what I'm talking about? So there are two different things. Two different things. You can't compare the way women respond to cheating and the way men respond to it. It's just that we live in a society where the African culture frowns at women who cheat. So they are very, very careful when they do it.
But they cheat more than men.
But in this present age and time, some of them cheat more, according to some statistics we have seen. But nevertheless, if you want your relationship to thrive and overcome those challenges or those problems, infidelity must be eradicated. We need to be faithful to one another. The word is faithfulness, not faithfulness. So when you see how you love her, when you see how you yearn for her, when she's not there, go to hell. Go to hell.
Faithfulness.
Not faithfulness, but faithfulness. And it takes faithfulness to enjoy fruitfulness. So, if you now, let me advise my African brothers, because we are on an international platform.
Yes, sir.
I'm not saying you shouldn't cheat, but cheat at home. When you go to Europe, you live in America, and you are married to one Oyibo woman. You know, it's licensed for them to have gun.
Yes, sir.
They say you want to cheat, and she catches you cheating.
AK-47.
If she bazookas your medulla oblongata, don't call me. Because I'm assuring you that infidelity may not leave you the same way it met you.
Hey!
And on that note, I want to draw the curtain. Because I have just 1 second.
Yes,
so I want to draw the curtain. Ask me any questions, sir. I'm here for you.
Wow. Okay. I'm enjoying this. Now, you said something about I have like two questions. Let me go to communication. Now, about my friend, you said something about someone who is because he's complaining to me about his wife that she's spending time most times at work
with the boss.
With the boss, yes, like that in the relationship and all like that. Now, what should he do? Because he's confused. Yeah, Shai's not confused. Yeah, he needs help. He needs advice. What should he do? Because he can see it, he can read it. Because according to him, he said there was a time the boss came to their house and he saw the way the boss looked at his wife, and that he could tell that there's something, going on.
Does he have physical evidence, chats, text messages?
I don't know, because I don't know. Maybe I would send him to you, sir. So you
send him to me. Let's have a conversation. Because let me tell you something, sir. Suspicion has destroyed more relationships than the devil himself. I suspect you are cheating. I suspect this. I think this. I think no. Don't suspect.
Don't suspect.
If you are not sure, get it off your mind. But if you are sure about it, then there are things you can do.
But the only thing he told me, the only thing he told me was he said that she comes, the wife comes home late at night, like around they close I think in the evening or so in Nigeria, Nigerian time, like 5 or 6 evening. But she comes home, she gets home around 11, 12 because after work, the boss takes her out for dinner or something like that. Um, and he needs to eat at home. The children are home, she's not home, she's with the boss. After work, she goes out with the boss for dinner, and like that. And it's so he said, at least if there's nothing after work, what are you doing after work again? Going out with the boss for dinner. So I think that's where he's coming from. Like he suspects, or but going dinner with the boss after work, I don't know. What do you think, sir?
So that's on the extreme. Like that's just going too far. If it is a business dinner with some business executives, it's on a different note.
No, with the
But
boss.
if it's just private between she and the boss, then something is wrong. Now, this is what you can do. Don't go to your parents and don't go to her parents. You destroy the relationship. Because your parents will not take it the way you are taking it now. They will blow it out of proportion.
Boom.
Go to somebody she respects and you honor. Somebody you both honor. Not a family member, a mentor, somebody outside marriage, family front. Talk to that person. Let that person invite both of you. If she values the relationship, she will have two options. Either to stop that. If she values the marriage, she will have only two options. Either to quit that job or to quit the relationship with the boss with immediate effect and start coming home early. So you need to talk to somebody who she respects. That's why I say something, Nabila. If you meet a woman, there are two things. Now there are 5 things about a woman you must never marry, but I just want to touch on 2.
Okay, sir.
5 things that when you see these 5 things in a woman, don't marry her.
All
but
right.
I want to talk on 2. Number 1, a woman that doesn't have shame.
Hey,
A shameless woman will disgrace you anytime, any day. Don't marry
a
her.
shameless woman. My God. Okay, sir.
Number 2, a woman that doesn't listen to anyone. There's nobody that can advise her. Every advisor is a non-entity. She's the most intelligent person in the world. Sir, as well-read as I am, a medical practitioner, a medical consultant, a specialist, a counselor, a pastor, I listen to counsel. I take counsel. I have mentors. I have people I listen to. I don't joke with their voices. So if she's the type that doesn't listen to anyone and she doesn't feel shame, sir, run for your life.
It should run. It should run.
In our
I'll send him
subsequent
to you.
bulletin, I'll tell you guys more.
I'll send him to you, sir.
No problem.
Doctor, thank you so much for being on the show today. We so much appreciate you. We celebrate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
I'm in fact seven major problems. Number 1,
Areas
money.
of
Number 2,
relationship.
areas of relationship. Number 1, talk about money. Number 2,
Number
sex.
2,
Number
sex.
3, communication. Number 4,
temperament.
Number
Number
5,
relatives.
relatives. Number 6,
job.
Yeah. Number 6, jobs.
7,
and number 7, infidelity. Wow. Thank you so much, Doctor, for being on the show today. I think we need to have you again. God. So help Abila. Today I'm just Doctor, I have to say it on air today.
So
I need people to know. Sir.
Abila, we need to cash out. Sign me as your brand ambassador, then we'll work together.
We are ready, sir. We are ready. We are ready. Anyway, we're coming up with I'll call you after the show. We have something coming up very soon. So please, we need to have you again on the show again. Proper.
I'm always available.
We need to have you on the show. Thank you so much for being a blessing, for being a help, for being a great inspiration to so many people. We say we love you, Doctor. We say we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'll call you after the show. Then we'll talk. We need to have you again on the show. Yeah, we'll bring you again on the show. Again on the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, what's the final word before we round up the show? Now, a few seconds to go. Yeah.
Okay. Borrowing to impress a lady you're not married to is sheer stupidity.
Hey, that one is deep again, sir.
Borrowing to impress a lady you are not married to is sheer stupidity. Because if you borrow to impress her before marriage, you will borrow to sustain and maintain her after marriage. And you will agree with me that borrowing in marriage is more difficult than borrowing before marriage.
So you keep borrowing till Jesus come.
So give yourself brain. Use your village per head.
My head.
Use your headquarters.
Doctor, all this, it shock you by head second. All this.
What you know they carry last? You know, I follow lots of comedians. Really worry picking, Brother Shaggy.
Yeah.
I love comedy, and I'm the private doctor to Brother Shaggy. So I laugh a lot when I listen to them. I do.
So they come up with different slangs and different
I'm
words.
telling you, bro. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much, sir. We'll call you after the show. Everyone, please kindly just send thank you, Doctor. Just send him a message. Can please follow him on Instagram at Dr. Precious
Was.
Yes. Was, yes. On Instagram.
Yes,
That's on
Dr. Precious Was.
Yes,
UWAS.
Yes. Then on Facebook also at Dr. Precious.
Yes.
And also on YouTube, please just follow him. He's a great blessing to so many people. He's an amazing. He's a relationship doctor, marriage doctor, health doctor, spiritual doctor. He's doctor. I want to be like you, sir. When I grow up, I really want to be like
You know I love you. You know I love you. My regards to your boys, Ituno and Co.
I love it. Yeah, it's fine. It's doing very well here.
Shout out to him, sir.
I will.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. All right. Bye. Sir.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Sir. Yes. Sir. Wow, that was an amazing show, amazing section with our special guest, Dr. Precious. Whew. Hope you learned something today. 7 major areas of relationship problem relationship. Wow, amazing. All right, next Saturday by God's grace we'll be bringing to you a special guest all the way from, I'm not going to mention where it's come from, but just stay tuned. Please kindly just follow us on Facebook at The Havila Show. Follow us, like our page, share the content, okay? Share to your loved ones. Follow us on YouTube at The Havila Show, all right? And please follow Dr. Precious, all right? He's an amazing, he's an amazing influence. He's a blessing to so many people, all right? You can check him on Instagram at Dr. Precious. Please just follow him on Instagram, and follow The Havila Show also on Instagram. Like our page, follow us on YouTube, like our page, send your comment. And by God's grace, next Saturday, we'll be here, and you'll also be here. We'll be here alive and well. Same time, same station, same platform. Your number one inspirational TV show, The Havila Show. Thank you for joining us. See you next week, Saturday, which is going to be the first month. It's going to be the first, it's going to be next month, March, the month of March. Today is the last Saturday of February, so next week recording is going to be our first recording the month of March. Thank you. God bless you. See you next week. Bye-bye.